Put yourself in that mindset when you're making stuff like this.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
If she belonged to the streets, I had to give her back. Can't do me like that. I got money in the bank. I'ma dive in the ocean. No, I'm not frank, but she wanna walk the plank. Money color as a tank. If you sure that she like me, nothing I could do, boy.
Yes, yes, yes. It's your boy, the one and only. What's goody in the hoodie like A Boogie? I'm back and I'm better like Bryson Tiller with another video. Today, I'm doing a tutorial for you guys because y'all been asking me a lot in the comments, how do you do this, how do you do this, how do you do that? I wasn't really that type of person. Like, this wasn't really a tutorial channel, but if you guys want to know, I mean, we have nothing better to do. We're on quarantine. Don't mind all this stuff in the back, you know? So I'm gonna help you out, go through a few things. So first, today I'm gonna be showing you how to make like a summertime vibe type of song. You know, like a Tory Lanez, Lil Tecca, Jamaican, Africanish, Young Bane, Kojo Funds, J Huss, you know, type of song, right? So the example I'm gonna be using is an unreleased song by me. It's actually coming out in a couple weeks if you're watching this on the day that this came out. It's called Only for Tonight, and usually I produce my own beats, but this one was produced by my friend Smoke Endo, so shout out to him. In the other ones it'll probably be my beats, but yeah. And I'm gonna be wearing this hood the whole time because it's a quarantine. I haven't been to the barber in months. Now before you guys ask, when you're wondering why it says like chorus, Leslie, background, that's just the patches that I made for my vocals, and I think eventually I'll go through all of those, but that might be another video. But I'm just focused on this. So as you can see, if you're wondering why it says intro verse blah blah blah, pretty self-explanatory that is the layout of the song. I can't remember where I got this template, but it just puts where certain things should be in the song to make it easier to record. Obviously the intro, then the verse, then the pre-chorus, the chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. So this is the easiest way to make one of those tropical type of summer vibe songs, because when you're doing something like this, I'm pretty sure Tory Lanez said it, and I saw Lil Baby say it too. This is more about the vibe. Sure, lyrics are important, but if you're doing a summer type song, it's literally a vibe type of thing. You want people to feel, you want them to dance. So structuring it and finding the melody first is what is the most important thing on what you're gonna do. So this is what I started with. Let me zoom in first. If you guys don't know what program this is Logic on Mac. I'm gonna just break it down bit by bit. So this is the beginning.
I can see your body dancing. I can see your body dancing. Watch out, that waist makes me go insane. I can see your body dancing. You don't ever stop, you active. Keep on dancing in the sun or rain.
Okay, right there, boom, let's start. So, my first, let me make this bigger. My first vocal, the lead, I can see your body dance, I can see your body dancing, watch how that waist makes me go insane. So right off the beginning, I'm starting with talking to someone, talking about what they're doing. So for songwriting, one of the keys in songwriting, or one of the tools that you can use in songwriting, which people have done in a lot of hits, is instructions and observation. So I can see you dancing, I'm watching how your waist makes me go insane. So I'm talking about what I'm seeing, and I'm talking about how it's affecting me. And people are gonna relate to that, you know? So
I can see your body dancing. I can see your body dancing.
Then I added 2 background vocals, no, 3. I did a main background vocal, which is barely panned, 0.5, and then I did 2 background vocals, which is pan to the left, pan to the right. 11 and 11. So these are what it sounds like without the instrumental.
Watch out, that waist makes me go insane.
And I'm pretty sure each of these is a different key, so we'll go one by one. This is the first background.
Me go insane.
You hear like the me go insane. Now the second one.
Watch how that waist makes me go insane.
Okay, so for that one, I don't know if you heard it, it's like slight. It's very slight in the background. This is more of a texture layer. You can't hear this, but you can feel it. A lot of times in the music, there's gonna be things in the background that you can add to make something more full, and you won't even take it in when you're listening to it. You can just feel it. That's in the background. And then the third one,
how that waist makes me go insane.
the lower register, okay? All right, so then it keeps going.
I can see your body dancing. You don't ever stop.
Background vocals again.
Keep on dancing in the sun or rain. Every time I'm out, she got a man.
So I took out that little part at the beginning to build up some anticipation. So, cause a song is like a ride. There's a beginning, there's a climax, like you may go for a loop, up, down, whatever. So now we're getting into the second part of the verse. Let's hear what I said.
Every time I'm out, she got a man, but she said that you won't find out. I thought she's single, the way that you working me, the way she worked that ways, it make me weak.
Okay, so a few common elements. Every time I'm out partying, people can relate to that. She's got a man, but she said that I won't find out. So now I'm starting to create a story about this girl that I was watching. Remember from the beginning, I'm watching how her waist makes me go insane. So I'm starting a story about the girl that I'm watching.
She said if you want to go, we could go, but just keep this on the low. And I don't know, cause it's so damn beautiful. I don't know, cause it's so damn beautiful.
And honestly, like I said, it's just about the melody, about the vibe. So what I'll usually do at first is I'll just start humming. I'll listen to the beat and freestyle and just hum, not even saying words, just something that will make me inspired, and then I'll come back and fill in the vocals later. For something that I'm not trying to lyrically get bars off, that's what I'll do. So this was the verse. As you can see in the little marker, this was the verse. Now it gets into the pre-chorus. If you don't know what a pre-chorus is, it's the pre-chorus. So it's the little section before the main part that everyone's probably gonna remember that sets it up. It shows that your verse is done and the chorus is starting. So this is my pre-chorus.
If you want me, I could be right by you.
Background vocals.
Only for tonight, girl. Only for tonight.
Right? That's the pre-chorus. Now the chorus.
Only for tonight, girl. Only for tonight, girl. Only for tonight. After I leave, I don't need you ringing off my line, girl. Only for tonight, girl. Only for tonight.
Okay, so real quick, let me go through the background vocals for those. I did 3 or 4 sets of background vocals. They're all on the same tracks as the other ones. You could change it, but I was being pretty lazy. So I'm just gonna play the background vocals by themselves for the chorus with the beat. So this is how it sounded in the background.
Only for tonight, girl. Only for tonight.
That's 2 layers. This is 3 layers.
Only for tonight.
Third one.
Only for tonight.
3 more layers.
I don't need you ringing off my line. Only for tonight.
2 layers.
Only for tonight.
Okay, so for figuring out a hook for a summer vibe type song, melody, like I've been saying, melody, melody, melody. It kind of doesn't even really matter what you're saying as long as it's something catchy. But since I started a story already of this girl, I brought it to, okay, so what's happening with the girl now? She wants me, but I know that she has a man, but I'm telling her, if you want me, I could be by your side only for tonight, but only for tonight. I'm saying, yo, we could do what we're trying to do today, but by the time the day is done, it's a wrap, you feel me? I ain't seeing you again. After I leave, I don't need you ringing off my line. That's it. Don't call me, don't text me, no nothing, because you know how they be trying to double back sometimes. Disclaimer, I am a faithful black man. So this is not like true story. I'm just writing, you know? Faithful to myself because I'm single, but still, it counts, you feel me? That's Kevin, by the way, you guys.
What's going on, people?
This is apple juice. This is apple juice, guys. That's just the bag that he put it in to bring it to the house, but it's apple juice. Okay, so anyways, now we're getting into the second verse. I'm gonna play the beginning of it and then I'll explain it.
Said she wanna come to Toronto. Said she wanna come to the side. You wanna take that drive, take that ride. Baby, we could go all night. Stress free, no drama. She looking sweet like a peanut coat ladder. You talking green and I got a whole ladder. And I don't mean no bad rock one now.
Okay, so for the second verse, if you guys can see, the section for the second verse is smaller. Oh! Because the song's not that long. I think it's like 2 minutes and something. So the first verse is where you gotta get most of your stuff off. That's where the body is. So when the chorus comes in for the first time, after that, you get about 8 bars, I think, in your second verse before you go to the pre-chorus and then the second chorus, right? So I'm talking about the girl still. She says she wants to come to Toronto, blah, blah, blah. You want to take the ride, whatever, whatever. Melody, 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 melody. I'm telling you, that's the most important part. So, and then it goes back to the pre-chorus.
If you want me, I could be right by your side, but only for tonight.
2 background layers.
Only for tonight.
And then into the chorus.
Only for tonight, girl. Only for tonight, girl. Only for tonight. After I leave, I don't need you ringing off my line.
3 background layers.
For tonight, girl. Only for tonight.
Boom. Okay, now we're coming to the end of the song. This is the bridge. So from my understanding of a bridge, because I'm not no musical theory genius, a bridge is what carries you from one part of the song kind of to like the endish part of the song. Because in this format, every song can be made differently. This is just the general format. There's no, like the second verse is not long and there's not a third verse. The bridge just carries you back to the chorus. So after you do the chorus the first time, you do the bridge to switch it up a little bit and then back to the chorus, then the outro. So this is my bridge. You see the beat drops. It rips. Okay, hold on. All right. So that the first half of that is kind of still it could count as a little verse, like 4 bars, but it's setting up for the bridge. Now, when the bridge happens, you notice that the beat, it deconstructs, which signifies that something new is gonna happen. So there's hella stuff going on in the beat, and then it deconstructs, and then it pops back to the chorus. So let me tell you, play it again. The beat's normal here, everything, and then it deconstructs here. It's like, okay, what's gonna happen? It's building the anticipation to go back to the chorus. So the pre,
I could be right by your side, but only for tonight, girl. Only for tonight.
see how this chorus, okay, so that chorus, it sounds different than the other ones. What did I just do? It sounds different because the beat is different, but it's still the chorus, but it's at the end. So we're not gonna build all the excitement up again. We're trying to smoothly make it deconstruct, like I said. So the ride is over, the roller coaster ride is over. We're on the way down into the outro. So I did a little modulation on my background vocals. I'm gonna isolate it, let you guys hear. This kind of makes it different from the other choruses because this was not in the other choruses. I'm gonna play it by itself. So now normally you probably wouldn't even notice that, but subconsciously you're gonna notice that that is different. So you're gonna be like, okay, this chorus is different, which means the song's probably ending. And then the outro. And then that's it. You let it just ride out at the end. Give it a little sauce, give it a little flavor at the end. Okay, so boom. So that's how I made it. If I was to go through track by track and show you guys each of the plugins, it would take forever. So I'm probably gonna do that in another video. This video was strictly just how to help to construct a song, a summertime vibe type of song. Now, okay, before I go, I'll explain a little bit of the elements of the instrumental that make it a summertime type of song. So let me isolate that. You hear that kind of like a flute or a xylophone? If you're trying to make a summer vibe song, things have to be tropical. So what's tropical? Just think of any stereotypical Jamaican or island or African, any type of thing. What do you think? Bongos, xylophones, flutes, things that have ambience. What else? Like steel pans or percussions. A lot of percussions, and there's a certain bounce. There's a certain bounce to the percussion and the drums that make it tropical, right? Listen to the bounce. So that's the bounce that's gonna start, and then you hear the like all of this together is what makes it tropical. So when you hear this, you're like, okay, this is the vibe that it puts me in. Now imagine like you're on an island. Because music has a lot to do with your other senses too. So when you're hearing this, what do you feel like? You're on an island or something, and what are the colors you're seeing? Because colors are important too. Oranges, purples, blues, like the water, the sky, like tropical stuff, all of that matters. Like put yourself in that mindset when you're making stuff like this. So you hear the xylophone, congos, all that type of stuff, right? So once again, that might be another video where I just go into the different elements. But yeah, as for now, that's it. If you guys have any more questions, leave it in the comments below and I'll make sure I do a video onto that. And also, what other things you want to see me explain or things you've seen me done that you want me to show you guys how I did, just let me know and I'll make sure to get that done, because like I said, we're in quarantine and we have nothing better to do. So that's it for this video. Stay safe, stay faithful. I'm out.